What's good, straight up Tennessee family, and happy Thursday. It is December 4th in the building, and y'all already know, man, it's time for the midweek chat. And wow, what a national signing day it was for the 2026 class for the Tennessee Volunteers. A class that you knew was going to be good, but a lot changed in 24 hours. There were so many things that changed. Good things for the Vols. Legend Bey signs to be a Vol, but I think that this comes with some drama. In Tennessee / Josh Heupel fashion, we can't do anything that's not in the national media right now. This is everywhere, all platforms about the Legend Bey letter of intent, whether he wanted to or not. We'll dive into that tonight. Faizon, Tristen Keys, 2 5-stars have officially signed their letter of intent to be in Knoxville with the Tennessee Volunteers. There is a lot to go over tonight, but I cannot wait to see if we can get these kids on the field as soon as possible. If we can do that, if we can become elite enough like Nick Saban and not care about how old a kid is, and we play the best players. I think that was our problem in 2025. We had the talent, but we did not play the best players, and the product showed up on the football field every single Saturday. But we dive into all of this National Signing Day and more. It's your boy Ruck in the building, man. I got my guy Dylan with me. You already know what it is, man. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. Welcome to the midweek chat signing day edition. Let's get it.
Tennessee's the program to keep an eye on. If you want to know which program that's not currently at the head table of college football, it's Tennessee.
Now Meshack's got to go. A fire! Fire! Wins it! Jabari Meshack wins it! He needs a strike. Burton needs a bolt. Swing and a miss! And for the first time, Rocky Top reaches the mountaintop of college baseball.
What's good, everybody, and welcome to Straight Up Tennessee tonight, man, on a Thursday. Y'all know what to do. It's the top of the show. Like, comment, subscribe, join that channel right now. Everybody that's watching, I think I see 12 people. Go ahead, man. Do us a favor. Go ahead, hit that like button. Hit the thumbs up right now. 16 people now watching. Thumbs up right now. All that's going to do is help us continue to push this thing to the right people. It's going to help us within the YouTube algorithm. You be the deciding factor on how many people get to hear this good content that we come up with and that we put out every single week. Deal. Football feels like it's over for us because, I mean, who cares about the bowl game? I mean, there's something to care about, okay? There is. Right. But it feels like football's over for us. We're looking towards something different at this point. This class did enough to get us back excited like it always does. I feel like that's just how that is the life of being a Tennessee fan. Is you just get pop, 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 you get super jacked, pop, 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 pop. And then guess what? 3 days later. Like SpongeBob, cuz like you just like, bro, what is going on? So how are you feeling about this 2026 signing class? Did it turn out the way you did? I was very shocked at a lot of flips that we got. I say shocked. We knew some things were coming and we knew exactly who it was. But, you know, it's always good to see it when it actually happens. Even though you know it on the back end, you're like, yeah, he's flipping. It feels good. But when it actually happens and you see that video come up on Vol Football Instagram, that's when you know it's official. How are you feeling about this class, and what's your initial thoughts on what this could be for Josh Heupel in Tennessee in 2020 I guess we should say 7 because half of these guys may not see the field next year. But if they do, like, what does this do for the program right now?
Yeah, it's a good class. I mean, it's really top heavy, obviously, with Tristen Keys and Faizon Brandon. But I mean, you go down the list and you got guys like Gabriel Cinda, who's a 5-star at one point. He's a freak. He's going to be
Still
a good
is.
one.
Still is. On some composite scores have him as that.
Right. And then you got linebackers, TJ White, Braden Rouse. Those guys are going to be special. I mean, it is a very, very good class. The only things that I'm not really impressed with is interior offensive line recruiting and safeties. But, I mean, that's kind of been our bread and butter.
Yeah.
So, who knows, man? I think it'll be a good class, but at the same time, you got to pair that with the portal, and we'll see how we do that here in about a month.
Going through the entire class, just from letter of intent, guys, this is kind of what it shaped out to be. You got Gabriel Ocinda. You got Ed Baker, who nobody's talking about Ed. I think he's going to be a very good offensive lineman for us.
Yep.
I think the thing about him that stood out to me on his tape was how twitchy his feet were. Like, to be that big and can move, you know, it really – and hear me when I say this, y'all. Don't take this literally. But his feet remind me of Darnell Wright.
Yep.
Like the way his lower body moves. I was like, God, he looks like Darnell. So I like Ed Baker. KJ McLean, I think he's going to be a really, really, really good defensive back for us. He gives me Ty Redmond vibes right now just because I feel like he's going to come in ready to work. Jal Combe, I like him. I like him as a prospect guy. Right now, I don't see him playing a lot in 2026 at all. But I do think he can really get on the field on special teams. Braden Rouse, like you mentioned, he's playing next year. He's playing next year. Deal. Logan Foley, Faizon Brandon, obviously he leads this class. Him and TK Keys. Jamon Theodore. What do you think about him? Do you think he's a converted safety? Do you think he can go play safety for us?
I think he might be able to. I'm not sure too much about him. I haven't seen his film, but like I said, the safety class isn't really our strongest point in recruiting. So maybe he can end up playing that. I'll tell you what, though, the kid from Jackson. Do you have his name?
The kid from Jackson. Which one? Joel Wyatt?
No, it was another one. He's a corner, I believe.
Darion Albert? No, that's not. That's a big guy. Javante Smith?
Javante, that's the one. That kid will be special. I do have very, very good feelings from him. He's about an hour away from Memphis. I've heard a lot of good things. He's a basketball athlete, baseball athlete, very good ball skills. He's only been playing football for like 2 years. And he had offers from Missouri, I think West Virginia, and Arkansas, I think so.
For him. So he's a huge prospect for us. Jamon Theodore, like I just mentioned, Hezzy Harris, he playing next year.
Nice.
Luke Thompson, Tyreek King, you got to find a way to get him on the field. I don't know how, but maybe I see Tyreek potentially playing the Squirrel White freshman year role. Like in very random times, he may go in and he just going to run as fast as he can down the middle of the field. You know what I mean? Tristen Keys, I mean, you know what you're getting. Zach Groves, he going to play next year, y'all. I see Zach Groves on the football field for Tennessee, another edge rusher, especially if what we'll talk about here in a few is real. Luka Wolf, he's going to be a great tight end for us, Dill. I think that the thing about him that's interesting is the stretchy, bro. He's 6'4" already, skinny right now. Very much looks like Desan Brame as far as body type when he came in. So you can expect 30 more pounds on him quickly from now till start of season next year. Not saying he's going to play any, but I think he'll help us down the road. Joe Wyatt is the most interesting prospect because I think he's going to have to play safety, Dylan. Yeah. I know he wants to play both sides of the ball too. He's one of those kind of hybrid guys. He's a safety, bro. 6'4", 200 pounds right now. It's like, bro, you get another 15, 20 on that. Don't lose your speed. You got to go play safety, bro. I'm sorry. Getting Nuke Simmons was huge. Daryl Rivers, another freakish athlete. The Kamari Blair thing is just funny. It's like commits to Tennessee, decommits from Tennessee, goes back to South Carolina. South Carolina sucks. And now he's like, yeah, I'm going back to Tennessee. So Kedrick Golston, another guy, he's going to probably have to play in 26. TJ White, dog.
Stud.
Darion Albert, dog. Legend Bey. We'll talk about Legend a little bit more. But the thing, the facts are facts, Dill. The dude's a dog, okay?
For sure.
The dude is a dog. And if you can get heart out of him and he genuinely wants to play for the T, the power T, he could play whatever he wants to play at Tennessee. That's how good that kid is. Carter Gooden, another great pickup that we got. Javonte Smith, we just talked about. CJ Edwards, a lot of people not talking about him. I think he's a great prospect for us as well. Zayden Anderson, the kid from Greenville, I think he's going to be a good corner. Getting that boy, that man, that guy, Breeze Carter, joining the Vols, huge. And then obviously the late flip with J.J. Finch flipping from Alabama to Tennessee. Heupel and staff did an incredible job of making sure that talent is what we went after. Now, can we develop this talent? First top 10 class, or almost top 5 class, I guess you should say, since 2015. That's a long time in college football, guys. Like 10 years is like almost like it feels like 30 as far as when you're talking about recruiting talent on a roster, right? Can we develop these guys to be great, though, Dylan? That's my question. I know right now, you, C2, nobody, and maybe others out here, maybe people watching right now don't feel great at all about this coaching staff. You got the guys. Was the plan to get the guys, fire these guys so that then we can get the right people to coach them? Like, I don't know what's next.
Yeah, I'm not either. I mean, we've been hearing stuff all week about Joey Hawley being rumored to Florida. That obviously didn't come true. They just hired Georgia Tech's offensive coordinator. There's
Great
a lot
for us.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially looking out forward to, I mean, we could be playing Georgia Tech in a bowl game. I know that we play Georgia Tech in a non-con next year.
There's no way they let that happen, right?
I don't think so, but you never know. But as far as Tim Banks goes, I'm not sure about that one. I know that there's a lot of smoke going on.
Ton of smoke.
Yeah, we've talked about it in the Discord. Y'all need to jump in that if you're not.
Yeah. Hey, how you join the Discord, dude? How you join?
All you got to do is join it. What's it, like $1.29 or something?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe even that.
Hit the join button right now. Everybody watching live, man. You can hop in the Discord with us. We have all of the we have more info coming there than I do when we get on the show. So
for sure. But as far as Tim Banks goes, that's going to be one to watch because I know a lot of the fans are unhappy. I know certain people that are very close to the program aren't happy, but we'll get into that on the Discord. But as far as position coaches, I know that we're trying to work to get Kelsey Pope back. And then you got other little weird things like Rodney Garner. We're not sure what he's going to do, but we'll have to see.
Hitting the chat up, man, real quick, just to show some love to everybody right now. Matt in the chat says Legend Bey. Dang. Oh, he said Legend Bey. Dang. I see what you did there, Matt. Cartel, what's happening? Cartel in the chat. Grayson, my boy, he says, what's up, my brothers? Matt says, very happy about this class. Excited to see what we do in the portal. Deal, we are about to dive into that specific thing here in just a second. Yep. Grayson said, portal is huge, man, but Heupel has never really hit it hard. Not as hard as he should anyway. That is correct. Then he also follows up and says, this recruiting class may get some portal players' attention, though. My man Steve, he says, hey, y'all, from Knoxville, Tennessee. Artez is my best friend, and he got me hooked on straight up Tennessee. Hey, shout out to that boy Tez, man. Yes, sir, Tez. Shout out to you, Stevie. Derek says, this class is crazy good, but this is what you want. This is basically a top 5 class. You know, Dill, looking at it, it's exactly what that is. Like, this is when you look on 247, when you look on 3 and you see Tennessee's logo in the midst of Ohio State, USC, Alabama, Georgia, when you see us now in that same type of conversation, you are in good company.
For sure.
It can't just be one season. This has to continue. And guys, this is what I'm going to say. I genuinely think you need 3 of these classes to be elite.
Yeah.
You got 1. Now, there's still guys on the roster, I think, in classes that we have already got on campus. There are some guys on the team now that are elite, but you need elite classes. That is how you build an elite program, right? Let me say it this way. Alabama, as bad as I hate to say this, Alabama is elite, not because of what the product they put on the field is, but because they have always, this is still Saban right now that DeBoer has inherited. Even this class, Dylan, I understand this is DeBoer's second year. Some of these kids knew this is where they were going because Alabama has built such a brand that people just want to go to Alabama. They don't care who's coaching, right? So can we get to that level? That is going to be the thing for me about Josh Heupel. You did it now. Can we repeat that? Can we be top 5, top 7, 8 again next year? Can we do it again in 2028? Because this is good in 26. This is good. This is very good. But I don't want to be here in 2020 or in 2030, Dylan, saying, well, man, that 26 class, man, they were amazing. we just never got back to that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, because that is the thing. It's all about stacking classes. But the thing about stacking classes is it's not stacking good class, it's stacking elite classes. That is how you become an elite program. That is why we didn't beat Georgia. That is why we can't go on the road and win anything. We're not elite yet, man. And we're close. We're close. But Dylan, I've said this for 2 seasons. I'm tired of being close. And this is the beginning of us hopefully breaking through that barrier. Phantom in there says, speaking about coaches, Florida just hired Buster Faulkner, so the OC most likely safe. Unbelievable hire, by the way, from the new Florida coach. That is a great hire for him. Yep. Derek Sanders in the chat says, facts, you got to stack elite classes. Exactly. Stevie says, facts. Tennessee Junior, my man, what's happening, Mark? He says, preach. Sorry, didn't get the notification. When you're here now. That's all that matters. You're here now. That's all. Dill, let's talk about the transfer portal, man. I'm concerned. There are going to be a lot of great football players enter the portal here in a week.
Mm-hmm.
We did not spend any money on defensive backs legitimately in this recruiting cycle. There's not one guy, maybe Joe Wyatt, would have been Celeste Moy, but obviously, you know, he's gone over back home to Utah, which, man, bro, I'm not mad about that. I can't be mad about that. That's like saying to Todd Kelly Jr., hey, you going to Stanford? Okay. Well, I'm going to offer you another $500,000 and you come to Tennessee. Like, hey, coming to Tennessee? Like,
right.
What you mean? Right? So the thing about this, though, is I don't think the way we attack the portal this year needs to be very like, okay, we need to do this. No. You need to go get the best guys in the portal.
Yep.
I don't care I don't care. They got a history. Okay. That mean they a dog. I'm serious, bro. I'm serious.
You want the 08 Gators, don't you?
Man, yes. Yes. I want dogs, bro. We are so soft. We are the softest program in the SEC. And I'm not even trying to be like, we soft, bro.
Yeah.
We out there looking cute, doing all this little stuff. We ain't playing hard. We don't got people that we don't have people that will risk their life for this thing, bro.
Right.
When I think about 2010, and I think about a guy by the name of A.J. Johnson, A.J. Johnson didn't care about himself at all.
Yeah.
He flew around with his head cut off. Kurt Magid, Dylan. Kurt Magid did not care if his jersey looked good by the 14:59 minute mark of the first quarter. He didn't care no longer. Deal. As recent, Daniel Batuli did not care about how he looked on the football field.
I'll go even
We
more.
need them. We need those type of dudes.
Yeah.
We need what I would call demon hunters. We need people that's just gonna go hit, man. We got nobody that wants to tackle. We got nobody that wants to catch the ball. I love Braylon Staley. I love Mike Matthews. Y'all fine. Y'all gonna be fine. Catch the ball though. And now you got nobody that wants to block anybody and be a dog. I'm cool with Dave. I'm cool with Lance. They're gonna be. Dave is learning. He's gonna be okay. Lance, did your thing. I need some people. Dog, where's Trey Smith at? I need another Trey Smith. Eric Berry. You're never going to recreate Eric Berry. Jensen Jackson was close. I need people like that, deal. How do we evaluate the right kid? I understand that's important. Evaluate the kid, but what do you think we got to go do? Like, the obvious is we got to go attack the portal, but how do we do it?
Well, the portal's one thing, but what good is an instrument if you don't know how to use it? The strength and conditioning staff needs a hard look at. Quick. I mean, it says something when you're getting blown off the ball by Vandy.
Quick.
You know what I mean? So obviously we need to get some better players in here, but at the same time, we got to be able to develop these guys. We got to get them stronger. I mean, how many games this year where you were watching it and you just said, man, we look like the slower, weaker team? Because it was a couple for me. I mean, Vandy was blowing us off the ball. Obviously, you expect that from a team like UGA, but not as much that early in the season. It's one of those things where, yes, we have to get the right kids in, but we've also got to be making sure that we're doing the right things to keep these kids great and to get them to that level where they can compete.
I don't want to get to January, deal. And we be sitting here once again saying, well, we missed. Well, we missed again. Because then you're going to tell me that we're going to have to put Caleb Beasley out there with Idris Farouk next year. You don't lost your mind, bro. I will officially declare my fandom to Auburn. This will be straight up War Eagle at that point. Straight up Tigers, whatever we gonna call. I will be gone. There are going to be big time prospects in this portal. There already are. South Alabama's safety dog. That's what I'm talking about. We need dogs. Yep. We don't need people that's just gonna come in. And, okay, this is nice. Yeah. No. I need you to really not even like your teammates. Hit them as hard as you're going to hit somebody else. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
Like, we don't got that dog in us, man. And it's showing up. When Vanderbilt comes into your house and spanks you the way they did, you are soft. Not saying Vandy's soft, because they were great. They were definitely always more physical than a lot of teams they played in 2025. But to come into Neyland Stadium, Dylan, and do what they did to us? Oh my God. Hitting up the chat. Casey says we need safeties and corners and enough when someone gets hurt. That's the hard part.
Yep.
You're not going to get too deep in the portal. What I mean is you're not going to sign two safeties at the same position out of the portal.
Probably not.
They want to play. They're transferring to play. It's like on College Football 26, the video game, when it says playing time, that and you got a D- playing time because you just signed another guy that was the same position and you wondering why that guy don't want to be there no more. That's why. They want to play, bro. They're in the portal for a reason. Stevie Davis, my man, says we need to get this generation's Al Wilson. Well, let me tell you something, man.
They don't make them like that no more.
This generation ain't got that in them, big dog. They don't got that. Tennessee Jr. says we can't miss again this season, especially on defense. And that's what's crazy, deal is you don't hear anybody talking about the offense right now, do you?
Nobody.
It don't matter. You know you got Mike coming back. You know you got Braylon coming back. You just got Tristen Keys. Chris Brazzell's a first-round draft pick. Like, you're not worried about the offense now. You need to be a little bit worried about the quarterback position.
Yep.
We'll talk about that in just a few seconds. Tennessee Jr. also says, War Dang Eagle. Yeah, baby, you already know. Matt says, we need to go get the best safety in the portal. Easier said than done, Matt. Easier said than done, because a big-time safety deal, they want that 7-figure number, dog.
Yeah, definitely.
And they're going to have to get it. They're going to have to get it.
I mean, yeah, flashback in time a little bit. Whenever Caleb Downs left Alabama for Ohio State, pretty sure that was 1.5 mil, and that was still when NIL was relatively new. So that prices went way up there. But if Adidas keeps doing their thing, I mean, they got us this signing class. They can help us out with the portal too.
I can't wait to see the newness of Adidas. I'm excited. I'm actually excited because it's just new. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Yes, you're gonna miss the Nike check. Like, that's just, there's something special about just the Nike kind of DNA.
Yep.
But it's nice to be the flagship program of something where someone genuinely wants you to be like, you are Adidas. Like,
yep.
And you can genuinely do what you want to do with this now. And I can't wait to see what we come up with. Orange and white, simple. We're going to do what we do. I would want nothing more, though, than the white jerseys to have the black outline numbers again.
Yeah, I need that.
Bro, that could get wicked, boy.
For sure.
Tennessee Jr. says, I need Al Wilson and Eric Berry. Yeah, keep praying. Keep praying. This is a good point, Dill. Matt says we do have Celeste Moy's money, so we could use it on a safety, because that's true. Yeah. I don't know what Celeste was going to play at Tennessee, man. I mean, he was a great receiver, great safety. They probably would have thrown him on the defensive side, and he would have left in 2027 anyways, because he wants to play both sides of the ball, right? Yeah. Like, Travis Hunter ruined college sports.
Ruined it, bro.
Golly. And I love Travis Hunter, but golly, bro, you got everybody thinking that they can be you, and that's just not the case, big dog.
Right.
Let's talk about the quarterback position, Dylan. I'm nervous.
Yeah, should be.
I don't know. I don't know if people are really understanding that if Joey doesn't get the 6 year, totally understand, like, hey, guys, Joey may have hit his ceiling here in Knoxville. Who cares? He's still another year in Heupel's system. What have we seen? Year 2, when you are a starter, Dylan, when you start a year and you end a year and you start another year as the quarterback and Josh Heupel's offense, there's kind of just this explosion.
Yep.
And if he threw for 3,000 yards this year, it could get wicked, bro.
Yeah.
It could get extremely wicked. Now, if Joey comes back, that also means you got to deal with Diego Pavia for a whole nother year. And I'm cool with that not happening. I don't want to, not because I can't stand the dude. I can't stand to see him play football ever again. Not because he killed us, but there's something about the dude, something about him. I don't know. He's easily hated. I guess that's the word. So there should be a lot of guys hit the portal. I see 5 guys right now that I think, Dylan, could hit the portal. And I think DJ Lagway could hit the portal. I think Lenore Sellers could hit the portal. Mm-hmm. Brendan Sorsby from Cincinnati. I see Sam Levitt from Arizona State potentially hitting the portal. And one that nobody's really talking about that kind of has my head scratching, because it definitely, and I mean definitely, could happen. Kamario Taylor at Mississippi State. Young freshman. He was a 5-star in the 2025 class. Obviously, Shapen left. Kamario Taylor has been playing recently because they benched Shapen or he got hurt, whatever happened. Mississippi State's just not a real program to me. And we know he went for the money. Not saying that we would even swing and get that kid, because it still leaves you in the same situation as you're in now. You got a George McIntyre, who's a
Mm-hmm.
redshirt freshman, and you're going to have a Faizon Brandon, who's a true freshman, who played 3 games in his high school senior year. And then we don't got to talk about Jake Merklinger.
Yeah, that's dead.
What needs to happen and what could happen?
Well, it's kind of a catch-22 scenario, right? Because if we get Joey back, cool. I mean, we can expect a big year from him if we haven't already seen his ceiling. But you also have to keep in mind that when Joey signed here, it was a last-minute deal. He was supposed to be one and done. This is like a probably less than $1 million contract that he's sitting on. He's going to have to get paid. And it's going to be a lot of money.
Well, here's what I'll say, though, Dill. Don't you think, okay, now is a lot of money. Like, don't you think another 600, 700K will do it?
Yeah, but you do that, and then you still got to keep in mind G-Max here, 5-star. He's making easily over $1 million. Then you got Faizon Brandon right behind him doing the same thing. Do you want that much of a payload in your quarterback room? Or do you want to try to thin that out a little bit?
You definitely want it to be thinned out, but I just how do you do it?
Yeah. Because I mean, it's a great thing, especially like 5 years ago when NIL wasn't around. It's a great thing to have 3 guys that you really trust with football. But in today's age, you got to keep in mind that college football is a business.
Yeah.
And so, do you want to have that much of a payload right there, especially when, there's been rumors that if Joey gets another year, George could be leaving. Because, I mean, why would he? I mean, he'd be a junior and he'd be competing with Faizon for a spot next year. So, you can't really blame him for that. But at the same time, we're expecting to lose Jake. We could lose Joey. Is it going to take another transfer quarterback? Because I'm still not at that point to where I trust George next year, and I definitely don't trust a true freshman next year, regardless of how talented he is. I know that he's very, very good on tape, but we know how freshmen play in this offense.
This also could be interesting because of the current state of the roster. Who could leave?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk about that in 1 second. Tennessee Jr. in the chat says, "Hate Nike. Looking forward to buying some UT merch." Yeah, shout out. And he also said, if he comes back, meaning Joey, he'd be unreal. If not, I'm scared. Yeah, I think a lot of us are, because we saw what it was like to play a freshman in this offense.
Mm-hmm.
It sucked, man. I hated every snap on offense that season.
Yep.
Watching it was just horrendous, man.
Yeah, and I don't know if we got a Dylan Sampson next year.
I don't know. D. Bish like that, though.
He's nice, but I don't know if he's decent.
Well, he sure can't catch the ball like D. Sam, okay? That's one thing we can say. That's one thing we can say, boy. Talking about the portal, who do you think is leaving this program, Deal? If you had to pick 5 massive guys, and these could be impactful, or maybe they're impactful in a way that's good for Tennessee. Who do you see off the top of your head, 5 guys that you don't expect to be in orange and white next year?
Just 5 at random in no certain order. I'd probably say Amari Jefferson. He never really got his feet out from under him here. He got hurt. He's been hurt. He's been proven to be kind of a injury-prone guy. There was also rumors of him playing baseball. That never came true. So it's just one of those things where he hasn't been seeing the field, and he might get jumped over by some of the freshmen that we got coming in. So I could see that going. And then going to the offensive line, I think Bennett Warren could be leaving, especially if Lance Hurd gets another year, which is kind of sad because I like Bennett. He's a very good offensive lineman, but at the same time, he's getting to that point where he wants to play. You know what? I think Jeremiah Teelander could be gone. And I think that it's one of those things where he doesn't want to go, but it's kind of that thing where, okay, we're not going to be able to up your money based on what you did this year. And we've got guys younger than you with more potential that can be a higher ceiling. So I think that he kind of not necessarily gets forced out, but I think he's processed out. And then 2 more. I mean, Peyton Lewis could be going. It's just one of those things where, we got guys that are jumping him. I mean, we got not Daryl Baker, but Justin Baker, Dwayne Morris. Both of those guys are very nice running backs. And then if I had to go one more,
and who says Heupel doesn't get a running back just because?
For sure, he very well could.
Knowing him, if somebody comes in there that's a prospect, he'll go get him.
Yeah. I tell you what, I could see us losing one of the Leos. I don't know if that would be Weathersby, if that would be Jordan Ross, Caleb Herring, but there's a lot of talent in that room, and there's a lot of guys that want to get paid, and there's a lot of guys that want to play. And for some of those guys, that's just not going to happen. So who might it be? I'm not sure exactly, but I could definitely see us losing a Leo.
I think if I had to pick 5 right now, I think Jake Merklinger is, like you mentioned, I think he's processed out, especially if we get another guy in the portal.
Yep.
I think if Jake goes to Coastal Carolina, goes to James Madison with Billy Napier now, any of those type of programs, bro, he might kill.
Yeah.
He might. I just don't think this is going to work out for him. His play style is not quick enough. His decision making. I don't see a world where he's here next year. I'm in the same boat about Jeremiah Telander and Deal. I'm just call a spade a spade. He forced out, bro. That product we saw. I went back and saw the Diego Pavia Heisman Trophy, the Heisman Trophy pose run where he scored the touchdown.
Yep.
Look at my. What was he doing? Did you see?
Doing all year.
Nigga was running. Hey, Deal. Dude was running full speed like this. Couldn't even catch him, bro.
Tom Cruise run.
I said, hey man, I can't do this anymore, bro. This is not good. So he gotta go. I'm on the same boat as well with Peyton Lewis, man. There's just something about it. Peyton Lewis is an incredible running back.
Yep.
I think Peyton Lewis needs to go somewhere like Wisconsin, bro.
Big Ten.
Where you're gonna be in the I formation, Iowa. And
yep.
dude, you're gonna have a fullback in front of you, and you're gonna run that pill.
Yep.
Because you saw that's when he was incredible for us. It wasn't in the middle third of the football field. It wasn't at the 35. It was at the inside of the 20.
Yep.
He was a touchdown merchant for us. And I wish that things would have worked out, but I feel like like I told you, bro, we have a prototype now in the running back room. Like we know what we need.
Yep.
And we tried it with like a contact seeker, elusive bruiser type back like Peyton Lewis. Because Peyton Lewis might be the fastest running back we have. But the elusiveness is not there. So I think Peyton Lewis might go. I have 2 more. A guy that I'm a little on that really could potentially bounce out. I think William Satterwhite could leave, dude. And I don't think it's because he knows he's behind Sam Pendleton, but I think Sam Pendleton was a redshirt sophomore. Satterwhite was a redshirt freshman. So you were in a good position, but they wouldn't have brought Pendleton in if they thought you were ready to play football.
Right.
We didn't really recruit another center, so maybe he doesn't leave. So I just think these guys are wanting to play football now, man. This will be year number 3 for William Satterwhite that he would not touch the field in meaningful snaps. Right? I don't know where he's at. Maybe he loves Knoxville enough to stick around, but I could see Satterwhite leaving. And then one that's not going to hurt us, but it just hurts the depth. I think Caleb Beasley could leave, man.
I can see it.
He didn't play well when he did get snaps. And he could go be incredible at like Memphis or like South Alabama or like Jacksonville State, like JSU, like somewhere like that. You know what I mean? I just don't think, and I don't know, man. It's to me, deal, bro. It's a body type thing, man. Like some of these cats, bro, like you really don't realize it, man. But like there is a type in this league, bro.
Right.
You got to have that thing. And right now, he don't look like he wants to even gain weight. And that's my problem with George as well. So
yeah,
that would kind of be my 5 right now.
You also got to keep in mind with Caleb. I mean, he came in as a corner and then had to flip the safety this year. So it's one of those developmental things where he's trying to learn a completely different thing. I could see him getting a little frustrated with that, probably trying to go elsewhere, but who knows?
I'm excited about the class. Overall, I'm very, very impressed with Josh Heupel, very impressed with his staff, very impressed with what could potentially be. Yep. Right now, it's nothing. Deal. But what could potentially be is very special to think about. Kind of turn the page while we kind of wrap this thing up tonight, man. Tennessee basketball Tuesday loses in the ACC SEC Challenge to Syracuse, 62-60. Dylan, it looked like normal Rick Barnes coach teams. Like that's what it looked like. Slow, stagnant offense, not passing the ball quick enough, ball stopping at the top of the key with a 5-man, and shooting a late clock terrible shot. Like it doesn't matter who's in the system. It's the same.
Right.
I don't know how we get I don't know how we get out of that. And then it's like when that happens, when we ball stop, we can't hit shots.
Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I mean, we just get so cold in random games. And I'm not sure if that's a schematic thing, if that's a player thing, or what. But, I mean, Nate Ament.
Boy.
Stinker of a game. And then it took us so long to start forcing things inside where Jalen Carey actually had a really good game. But
big game for Jalen Carey.
I just don't understand it.
It was a huge game for Jalen Carey. I felt like he that's bully ball, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we call bully ball. And you need that, man. Like you need that. You need a guy that you can throw the ball into. And you know what you do? You do what Jalen Carey did. Jalen Carey, what a night, bro. 24 points, 10 of 16 from the field, missed 6 shots only, had 3 offensive rebounds, 6 defensive rebounds, almost had a double-double. Just a complete menace, dude. A complete menace, and had a steal. Had 22 points. I'm sorry. This entire team as a whole needs to figure out how to shoot free throws.
Yeah.
8 of 15 from the line. That's not gonna win you games in league play, bro.
No,
that's not gonna win you games. Like you get that many times at the line, and you telling me you go 50%, bro. That's not gonna win us games. We got to figure that out. I need Bishop Boswell to be better at something other than playing defense. And I know you're going to be like, well, what about Meshack, Ruck? He is not Meshack.
No.
He plays incredible defense. Shaq did other things. Shaq was able to really frustrate you. I don't feel like Boswell is frustrating. He's playing incredible defense. But when we get down there on the offensive side of the ball, it's just like you got another body out there. And that's the problem, I think, in Barnes's offenses right now, is you got a defensive stud, Jermaine Meshack, Bishop Boswell. But when we get on the other side of the floor, everyone knows they are no threat to us.
Yep.
So we're playing 4-on-5 on the offensive side of the ball, deal.
Pretty much, yeah.
You swing. You know he ain't gonna shoot. So like it's killing me, man. It's killing me. I want him. He's not bad because you saw him. Like, man, he could get to the rim, but he got to stay aggressive. So until he says like, and that was Meshack's problem. They would do things and you'd be like, oh my God, they have it in them, but they don't stay aggressive. So how do you balance that? I don't know what they're gonna do, but huge game Saturday. Huge game Saturday in Bridgestone Arena in Nashville against Illinois who's also coming off a loss. Tennessee, you can't lose 3 games straight right now in this stretch. You lost to Kansas last Wednesday. Turn around and you lose to Syracuse on Tuesday. You cannot lose this game. And Dylan, I'll tell you this, bro. We do not play good in Bridgestone Arena. Ever. No. Ever. 2024 SEC championship. SEC tournament. Sorry, 2023 SEC tournament. Knocked out of the first round against Mississippi State. Last year, make it to the tournament championship. Florida handles us because that was the best team in the country. Yep. We won the SEC championship in 2022. Kennedy Chandler, those cats.
Mm-hmm.
The SEC's wide open. Florida is struggling big time.
Yep.
Arkansas looks good. Kentucky struggling. Struggle bus. The surprise of the league right now, Alabama ain't missed a step, bro.
Yeah.
Auburn winning games. Old Steven winning games.
All right.
Saturday is massive for this program, bro. We cannot lose this game. We can't lose this game.
Yeah, you definitely can't make it a habit. We just got to gel better, man. We got to play as a team. We got to get all on the same page. Because I don't know what it's been with the turnovers earlier this year, too. But it's been
ton of them. Sloppy,
tough
man.
to watch. It's just sloppy basketball, just like you just said. I mean, we just got to get all on the same page. We got to gel together. I don't know how long that's going to take. It could be a week. It could be 2 months. But, that's what we got to do, and we just got to get better. We got to get more consistent.
Matt in the chat says Rick Barnes needs an offensive coordinator. Yes. Kevin, what's good? Kevin says, what's up? Matt says that game was so irritating. Very irritating, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee Jr. says that Q's dude shooting free throws hurt to watch, bro. Throwing him up like granny, boy. Boswell is doing more than I thought he would compared to what he was doing last year. Totally. Absolutely. In that game, Akbar was horrible. He sure was, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
And Matt, I agree with you. Vandy looks solid too, unfortunately. They are an offensive joke. They can't play defense, but they can score a lot of points. Yeah. They can score. So as long as they got Tyler Tanner and them cats keep scoring, I mean, it's going to be just like how Alabama is. Like, just score as many as you can and hope they don't catch up.
Right.
So, but y'all, we'll be back next week, man. We'll be back next week for another episode of Straight Up Tennessee. And if you are in the world of Tennessee, things continue to happen here. So we're going to have something to talk about. Drama or not, something will be able to be talked about here. So till then, y'all, man, y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Everybody watching, 27 people watching live right now. Like this video. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Like the video. This helps us, man. It helps us so much. And, yeah, so we'll be locked in Saturday. May do a quick video on Saturday after the Tennessee and Illinois game, just to recap, because, man, we got to win that game, Dylan. I'm freaking I can't lose that game, bro.
For sure.
We cannot lose that game. So we might even hop on here afterwards, see what's going on, especially if we lose score. Boy, I know this chat. So y'all know what to do, though, man. Like, comment, subscribe, join that channel, hop into Discord. $1. That's all you got to do, man. And we'll see you guys back here on Straight Up Tennessee next week for another episode. With football season being done, basketball season full effect, we're going to get all the boys here at least once a week right now to get into some of this basketball and continue to talk Tennessee football, recruiting, transfer portal. We have a lot to cover in the next few weeks. But until then, y'all already know what to do, man. Straight Up Tennessee, baby. For my guy Dylan, it's your boy Ruck in the building. You already know what it is, man. We'll see you next week.